Are you concerned about internet usage in the house? Then we need to talk about this. Hi guys, I'm Joe Graham from Reconstruction Life. Today we're going to talk about the Circle from Disney. I'm going to be offering a little bit about my review and then kind of how I use it in my home. So I bought the Circle like last summer, maybe late spring, and I've been using it ever since then for the past 9 months. So I'm kind of refining a little bit or explaining to you at least how I have been using the Circle and why we use it in our home. So if you're a dad like me, you're probably concerned about internet usage, and because it's happening so much today in our day and age, it's really, really important that we get a handle on it here in the home. Now, I've tried to use like parental controls on a Mac or on a Windows PC, and it's really laborious, it's really irksome. I have to make an individual login for each person on every device, and it's just tedious. It's a pain. So I was looking into it as researching to get some sort of network interface that could just control everything from one central location, and that's when I came across the Circle. So I got the Circle, and let me tell you, I am supremely impressed. It's a one-time payment of just under $100, so $99 all at once, and that's it. There's no monthly charges at all. The interface is amazing. I'm going to show it to you here in just a little bit, but trust me, it works really, really well. Very, very simple. We've been using it here at the house for 10 months, and it's great. We can access the Circle from not just within our network, but even out in town as well. And the Circle gives us notifications and lets us know things that are going on our network or any limits that we've set before previously. It's a really, really, really good tool, and I'm definitely going to recommend it for everybody. So we'll get started here. This is the Circle. Now mine is a little bit like beat up and stuff. You may be able to tell there. So I mean, I've had it for a while, but I pretty much just plug it in here. This is the power jack right there on the back, and I plug it in, and then that's it. You can see that there's a light on there. If you do lose power, it does have some capacitors in here, so it does retain some battery power for quite some time. This is the portal for the Ethernet, so if you have computers that are hardwired into your network, I think that when we've talked to Circle, they said they don't particularly maintain this or advertise that it does this, but I can hardwire devices into my router, and as long as this is on the router too, it can manage the Ethernet connections as well. Anything that gets its own IP address, essentially, the Circle can monitor. And then here, I didn't even know this, I found this out like not even too long ago, but this is a power button. It's a power button. You push it and hold it down for 15 seconds, and you can turn it off, and then just one time and you can turn it back on. I didn't even know that I'd had it for like 7 months already, and then that was it. So having the Circle here in the house, I have had to call Circle support a couple of times. They were good. They were really great, helped me find out what was going on. They say if you get, depending on your internet provider, that you may have a slight loss in network speed by using this, but I haven't really noticed anything particularly troublesome or irksome as far as degrades in network speed is concerned. So I haven't really noticed anything significant. So the real beauty behind Circle comes from the interface, which is what I'm going to show you. So how we do the interface in our home is we use one device that maintains the interface, and that's my wife's cell phone, because she's the one who's home all the time. So I let her manage the interface all at once. So she sets all the profiles, all the devices, and then she can control it from wherever she's at. So that's the way that we do it. How the interface works, I've got that video coming up. I'm going to show you how that goes. But overall, before I leave you here and show you how that works, I'm definitely going to give the Circle 2 thumbs up, and I'm going to highly recommend it for everybody. The interface is very user-friendly, it's very simple, and I know there's multiple different ways that people have used it in their own homes. I'm going to share with you how I use it in my house, because I have a lot of kids and I have a lot of devices, so I have a different style of how I do it from from other people. But maybe if what I do works for you, then you can go ahead and try it out as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and here it goes with the rest of my review. Alright guys, so what I'm going to show you is I'm just going to show on how everyone is using the internet and try to protect ourselves in the best way possible. So whenever you want, you guys can just go ahead. If you feel compelled and you're sold on the Circle, then you can just go ahead and click the link down below and get yourself started. Amazon will have that to you in just a couple of days. But I'm going to highly recommend the Circle because we've been using it now for a year, and so I think that it's a great tool to have, especially with regard to internet safety and content control, things like that for families. So let's show you how I use it here personally in our home. So we just start up the app here now. You should start up and you're going to get this main screen. Now obviously you're not going to have this when you first start because you haven't set it up yet. So when you set it up, it's going to ask you to pair your Circle. You're going to go ahead and try to pair it up, put your network password in there, and then it's automatically just going to start connecting and then running in the background. There's no other setup hardware required. Just plug the Circle in, start the app, and then that's it. Up in the upper left is where you're going to go ahead and you can get to your home, which is where we just were. Add the profiles. So this is where we add all those people that you want there. So I have it set up for mom, for dad. Older teens are going to be using it individually, and then for younger children, like in a large grouping. And I also have separate profiles set up for particular usage. So I have like this one. This was a test. My wife put it, is this working? Because she was trying to figure out. We were having a problem. The Circle was filtering certain websites, and so we wanted to try to find out what was causing it. So I think she made that extra profile. So you can see here I kind of have adults all the way down to about 10 years old, and then below 10 I'm just grouping everybody into one. The home profile is this middle one. This is what every device that comes onto your network that's not already being monitored is going to go to. So you're kind of just setting this preset. This is what they're going to be set at when they first get there. So if grandpa comes over and he gets connected to your network, give him your password, boom, he's going to end up on this profile right here. So I also have some devices set to the home, just like my garage door opener, which is on our Wi-Fi network, things like that. Just, miscellaneous stuff. Maybe if you have light control that's going on through your Wi-Fi, it could be set here as well. But when new devices show up, they automatically go onto this home profile. So how you can control here is that this pause will go ahead and this will pause the whole internet for the entire network. And if I do this, I'm probably going to end up with a lot of people coming here to find out what's going on. But basically, I just paused everyone. So it pauses every single profile that is on your network at once. So hopefully that didn't mess anybody up too much there. So what we do is we run everything based on individual profiles for each person. So here we'll take a look. Let's take a look at me. Okay, so it says that I'm currently using 6 devices, which is probably not exactly true, but let's see here. I'm on the desktop Ethernet. I'm on the MacBook, which I'm definitely not using. My Paperwhite, which is my Kindle, the Fire TV, the Apple TV, and the desktop Wi-Fi. I'm probably using one of those devices right now, but we kind of use Dad's profile as a catch-all for a lot because I have the most access of anybody else in the house. So that's just kind of idea, so I can see how many devices I'm logged into at once. It gives insights as far as what I've been doing today, so how much I've been spending time watching a lot of videos. YouTube, Pandora, basically anybody who's been logged into my profile for the past 7 hours. This is all the stuff that they've been doing, and maybe some of that is me, but I guarantee a lot of it is probably some kids out there watching movies or something for quite some time. So that's probably what that is. I can see here insights here for the week, for the month, how many videos, how much we've been watching, how much Netflix, how much YouTube. So this is just my profile in general. Now again, the dad gets used as a catch-all for a lot of stuff, so I'm pretty sure that I haven't been watching Netflix for the past 8.5 hours. That's probably little kids watching some shows or something like that over the past month. So you can see, hey, I've been online 18 hours this month so far. So, and then for today, I can check and see, hey, what I've been doing today. As far as the history, now it's going to start logging IP addresses and different websites that we're going to, some particular ones. I think this is for when we were watching the Super Bowl the other day. We're going to sportsgo.com. That probably came off the fire. So if something shows up that we don't want, you can visit the website to say, hey, what is this? I don't know what this is. And sometimes that'll happen. Maybe get an IP address like that. I don't even know what this is. Let me go and see what is this website. And obviously it'll pull it up and let you know what it is that whatever that particular IP was that you had found. Which in that one it won't let you, but I'm sure that it's probably associated with this Fox Sports Go. But it's letting you know, hey, if there's particular websites and you don't know what something is, you can go and try to find out just by clicking it here. If it's something that you don't like, what's this NFL something, NFLXIMG.net, you can just filter it and say, hey, I don't want to allow that to be accessed anymore. If it's something you want to stop somebody right now. And then it'll also tell you everything that's filtered right now. So if I say, hey, these are over the past dates, what's the stuff that's filtered? What are the things that are not coming across in your profile? Now, a lot of these that you'll see, honestly are probably just pictures and stuff like that come across on the sidebars. So amazingly, you can actually filter out a lot of junk that comes in on the side of a website. Instagram, I guess, is on there quite a bit. That tries to access your network, and it'll just, based on the profile, if it's been filtered, if there's something you're seeing a lot and you don't want it to see it, you can just stop it right there from coming in there. So kind of idea. And then for dad, hey, let's pause dad. Anybody that's on dad right now, there you go, no internet, sorry. Rewards, we haven't experimented with this too much today, or too much as of yet, but you could, I suppose, set up different kinds of rewards, and I honestly don't know what this is. I have so much access today, so I think this is probably going to come up more if I start limiting time. So as you can see, the filter level is set for adult, so you can go all the way to none, which I don't recommend because that just lets everything through. But adult is pretty high. It's going to allow quite a bit, but obviously not everything through. Some things that are not going to be that you definitely wouldn't want in your home probably aren't going to be available. You can filter stuff out by a particular platform. So, hey, Dad, don't go to Amazon. So no Amazon Prime, no FaceTiming, no Hulu or whatever it is you want to take off or let on. You can do that for an individual profile. You can customize it. Here, if you want to add, this is the one that we just filtered out. If you want to let it back in or not, which we don't right now, I guess we'll just see what happens. So you can do that particular platforms. You can do it by entire categories. We can shut off, hey, no more emails, no more dating websites, no more blogging, or something out. I do keep the explicit off all the time, no matter what. So for everybody, including myself, because I don't want that stuff coming here into the house. So that's the idea with the filter settings. Time limits. I don't put a time limit on myself, but let's say here, for example, for Dad, we did a daily time limit. Let's say we gave Dad 7 hours. 7 hours of time. Let's just save this, see what happens here. I'll show you. So now he has time limits. It says, hey, he's got 1 hour left today, is what he has left. So, hey, Dad has reached their 7 hour daily time limit. Look how fast that was. That happened. So this is probably now where the rewards are going to come. Extend the time limit today. So it's going to let me extend it. And then how much do I want to extend it by? We'll extend it by, 3 hours. I'm probably going to forget about this, and then it's going to shut everything down, and then, yay, congratulations, you did a good job today. So I don't use this right now, but you could do it with bedtime, off time, all these things. So bedtime, that's pretty useful sometimes if I say, hey, I really want to get to bed by 10 o'clock tonight. Set that bedtime there. What days of the week do I want it to be for? We'll set it 8 every day, no matter what. And then wake up time, this is an interesting one too. If you're waking up, let's say maybe you set this profile for your kids, you don't want them to be on the internet before a certain time. You can set certain devices to profiles that don't turn on before a certain time, and then they can't wake up and start watching Amazon Fire or something like that. So bedtime, that's where that would go. And then again, I think you can reward it and extend it. Off time lets you decide when it's time for a break. Add the add off time button to get started. So I think this is a newer feature. So certain times that you want to just block out. We're not going to have any internet, so I would say maybe date date night time, or if you have a small group time, it's like, hey, during small group time, I don't want anybody on the internet here. So no matter what profile, you guys need to be focused, etc. So kind of an interesting idea, and you can check that out. And then rewards, okay, it says, well, so far you got one reward to date for dad. That's how that goes. So that's the dad profile, just an idea. Let's see here. Here's one of my younger children, Cadence. So she's 12 right now. Let's see. So she's on one device. She's on the Chromebook, which looks like it's paused right now. We'll see that in just a second. Her filter level is set to kid, so it's going to be much more restricted as far as what it allows her on. And we've got the YouTube restricted, Google safe search, ad blocking, and I don't even let her on any of these sites right now. So I just have very specific sites that I let her on, and so these are the ones that they are. So 1Password, Bluehost, Dropbox, WordPress, Ron Paul curriculum. So this is pretty much what I let her on. The Good Game Studio, yeah, if she does a good job, I'll let her go so she can play some games for a little bit. But primarily, I don't want her doing any of that stuff. When she's online, she's doing school. That's pretty much it, unless she's using someone else's filter or someone else's profile. So that's how I do that for my youngest kids. She's got a bedtime. 10 o'clock is way too late. We need to change that back to like 9 o'clock, 8:30. Anyway, so that's how I do that for Cadence. For little kids, pretty much the same idea. Bedtime is set for 7. So if I do give them access to something, this really doesn't happen too much because I'm mostly just monitoring them personally. And the most that they're really using is like an Amazon Fire or maybe a Kindle Fire if I had one of those too. But with the filter level set to kid, it can be debilitatingly restrictive, potentially. So you just got to be careful. Sometimes I just set devices to my profile because it's just blocking so much that they can't even access a Netflix thing. So I'll use different ways to kind of block rougher content with different devices. But the idea is that you can do it all here. It just may take some fidgeting to determine exactly how you want to do that with other devices. Okay, so that's pretty much how the profiles go. For the devices, so very easy. So basically just as every single device accesses your network, it'll come up with a certain IP, and then you just name it. So this is the IP, it tells you the manufacturer, the device, and then who it's assigned to, and then so we know what this is. This is mom's iPhone. When it initially comes up, it may take a little bit of time to identify what device is what, belonging to what person, but once you figure that out, you can name it here, and then you can just assign it to different people. So right now it's assigned to mom because pretty much mom is always using it, but maybe she gave it to Corbin for a little bit so he could do something. Maybe he wanted to email or play a game or something like that. You're like, fine, just assign that to him, and now he's gonna get mom's iPhone. Now I really don't want to do that right now because mom probably does have her own iPhone, but let me see. Here's a better example. So let's say that right now, okay, here's the Mac Air. So this one gets used a lot for school and stuff, but so what I'll say is, hey, Ellie, she's going to be the one that's going to be assigned to the MacBook Air. So it's going to start logging where she's going, it's going to log how much time that she's been there, and it's going to be guarding all of the profile settings that we have preset for her, and that's how it's gonna work. So then I can say, okay, well, she's got that one assigned to her, and as you can see here, Dad's got a lot of stuff. So Apple TV, Fire TV, the Paperwhite. This occasionally I do give to the little kids so that they can read some books that I've assigned to them for Kindle free time, things like that. So I can assign that to them, and then basically limits. They're not going to be going online. They're just going to be reading the content that's downloaded to the device. And you can see I have some smaller other devices here. This is my server online. That's my my garage door opener, the MyQ. The circle's obviously the circle, and then this one I don't even know what this is. So we'll say if I remove it, and then it'll come back up, I'm sure, and then maybe I can find out what it is. And then I have the printer, which I assign to unmanaged devices. So you can assign it to a particular person, or you can just unmanage it. I don't need to manage the printer because it's not really doing anything. So this new device, Array Devices, just joined your network. So I have to figure out what that is still. I'm not sure right now. So that's devices managed. This is just talking about the particular Wi-Fi that it's paired to. It gives you the app version, firmware stuff. You can get you can lock the pin. You can get a passcode to get into the Circle app so that anybody can get on. You can reboot the circle from here, disable the circle, reset it back to its factory default settings. So you can do all that stuff from here. So just as like an example, even if we're not connected to the Wi-Fi network right now, right here, we can still control all who has what devices. So even if we go mobile, so say, this is mom's phone, so I let her manage the circle all the time because she's the one that's always at home. So even if we're not here and I come home and, maybe probably what had happened is that the desktop Wi-Fi was assigned to Cadence because she uses this one for school a lot. And then it'll be set to her settings, and then I really can't get into anything when I get home, and I'll see it and I'll say, hey, this is assigned to sis. And I'll say, I'll just call mom and text her and say, hey, can you assign the desktop Wi-Fi to me? And she'll be like, sure. So she can do it from anywhere. She doesn't even have to be on the network right now, because the circle talks to the cloud up in the sky, and the cloud will pass the information back. And so if she's even off the network, she can reassign it to dad. There we go. And then it'll just go right back to dad, and then I'll probably, I'll be able to get back on really quickly. So so this is kind of how we've used the circle, to how we manage all of our devices, how we set up our profiles. This is this working one? That was a test one, and then every single individual person on the network as well. So that's pretty much how we've used it. We've really enjoyed it, and we do like it, and I gotta recommend it for everybody else as well, because I think it's super valuable, a great tool to have in your tool bag. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and that you get a chance to buy the circle and get it integrated with your family. So let us know what you thought about it once you get it too. All right, great news for everybody if you made it here to the end of the review. I just found this out right now. The circle is on sale. It's on a great sale. It's like 15% off right now. So $15 off of a $99 circle, which that's how much it was when I bought it back last May. So just wanted you guys to see that the circle is on sale right now. So if you're thinking about it, I wouldn't wait. You can save yourself that extra $15. This is the best device that I found on the market to date. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to get a chance to like, comment, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have that Facebook page available as well. And if you're serious about internet content control in your house, this is what I recommend. So don't forget to click the link to the circle down below. It is an affiliate link, so thank you so much. We appreciate you helping us out, and I hope that this blessed you. If there's something else that you'd like to hear from us, other things that we recommend for our family, just go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll try to make something in the future. Okay? Thanks so much.